Hello and welcome to a bit of Spyro: A Hero's Tale. This is the game I'm going to be playing in between Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Chaos Bleeds for my Dan and Larissa, so this is more for the, I guess not just like the enjoyment of like the viewers, but also for my darling as well. But I'll just change a couple of things up. There we go. So, yeah, we're going to be playing Spyro: Hero's Tale on the Nintendo GameCube. So let's have a look at what happens. Great file. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So you're going to see how Spyro had changed between Enter the Dragonfly and the Game Boy Advance games, like Season of Ice and Flame, Attack of the Rotox, Rhinox, and Spyro Fusion, to this, and other sorts of games.
That's the fallen dragon, Red. I'm sure you've heard all about him.
No.
He's long gone. But it looks like he's been mining dark gems and planting them all over the realms. He's even got Nasty Nork and his minions doing all his dirty work.
Nasty Nork? Didn't I defeat that guy years ago? Huh. What are dark gems?
Oh, questions. So many questions. Dark gems are the life-draining stones that fuel Red's evil power. If you're going to stop Red, you'll have to find out more about him and destroy all the dark gems. But first, go and see Moneybags. He usually has something worth buying. Good luck, Spyro. Now I'll unlock that door so you can... Oh, Spyro.
So, this is Spyro: A Hero's Tale. Very different, as you can probably imagine, from the other games already. First thing I want to commend actually is the voice acting. The intro isn't particularly good, it doesn't give you very much insight, and sort of makes the game feel like a more a run-of-the-mill adventure. Now, the controls in this game are a bit weird in that on my Xbox One controller, I realise I'm playing this on Dolphin Emulator, the flame button is Y. Also as well, Spyro has like a sort of continual flame for a fairly long time. The gem sound is different as well. And we need the double jump ability. We can't glide at the moment. Can't revisit the professor there either. More on that soon. Yeah, and you've got like a more sandbox approach to this game. So that's my so by tapping that trigger, you can see what we have. So there's a lot of things going on here. So we have dragon eggs, which are one of the secondary collectibles. Dark gems are one of the main collectibles, and to the right are the light gems. more on that very soon. Now, hopefully I can actually sort of capture this in 60 FPS, or at least render it in 60 FPS. Because the game does, like, this was like the Spyro game that ran at 60 FPS, even on its on the consoles at the time, which didn't emulators, and it's very smooth, consistently good performance all around, despite like, what I would consider like quite a high graphical fidelity for the time.
Spyro, how nice to see you. I was hoping to remodel my third home, and no one overpays like you. Oh, but don't bother coming back here until you've got 500 gems, okay?
So as you can see as well, Moneybags has changed considerably from his sort of tuxedo suit to more of like I guess like a bizarre outfit. Not to be confused with bizarre. So we now have 500 gems. Let's just see if there's anything else. So we can't quite get up there yet. These crates cannot be destroyed. These are just furniture. Chests and baskets do sort of remain the same looking throughout the game, unlike Enter the Dragonfly.
Well, I am not a fan of new money, but it is money after all. So, go inside and buy a lockpick.
How very un-Spyro. But I'm not going to complain. I used to complain about this a lot, but actually, you know what? It's a good game, honestly.
Browse my fine wares, Spyro.
So here we are.
Spend.
So we have different items we can buy. So like we could buy the lockpicks, that allows us one unlockable door.
Quality merchandise.
We have the extra health units, which I think is permanent. You have bombs as well. More on that later. You can also increase your maximum amount of bombs held. You can have a keychain as well, which is incredibly helpful. One of the first items I tried to save up for. That's just saves you from seeing fodder. And this, I think, lasts for about a good 10 minutes or something like that. You also have the shockwave. This is like your horn slam ability from before, but it's much more powerful. And this allows you to access any of the teleportation pads where we are now. So think of it as like fast travel. So we have a lockpick. So we can visit those shops like that anytime we want, really. They are plentiful locations. So.
Small dark holes. Not a problem for me, Spyro. I'll have that lock removed in no time.
Yeah, I do appreciate that Sparks is incredibly scary looking in this game. Now this may be the first...
Hey there, Spyro. When I zap you with my wand like this, your current position in progress is saved. Also, you lose 1,000,000 brain cells.
Wow, 1,000,000 brain cells? That seems excessively destructive. That seems kind of bad. Okay, it's cool.
Yeah, this may be the first game that's like that really is like a bit off. Can't see doing anything because like it's so easy to miss a lot of things. I can't bring the map up at the moment. So it's gonna be a bit, may prove difficult.
Look at this dark gem. It's pulsating with evilness. Still, it would look nice on an engagement ring. Don't you think, Spyro? Maybe the Dragon Elder can tell you how to smash it into bits. Talk to the Dragon Elder to learn how to smash this gem. I know you'll do it, 'cause you like me.
So this, I think, is the only game where Ember appears. At least if she was in any other, it would have been an even lesser role than this one. Like maybe in like Shadow Legacy or whatever it was called. Yep. So yeah, like she was sort of designed as a love interest, but which didn't really go anywhere, as you may be able to tell. Yeah, shame. But it was a cool idea, but well, it's only really as cool as like you can actually do something with it. It might have been nice to see her in like Skylanders or whatever, and you know, Spyro and Ember and their sort of on-off relationship or something. I don't know. Because yeah, he is quite cocky and arrogant in the Skylanders Academy Netflix show.
Master Spyro, you must be setting out to stop Red from using the Dark Gems to take over the world.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, who's Red?
Red was once an elder like myself. I'd tell you the whole story, but I'm old and I take a really long time to tell stories. So, how about I just tell you how to destroy the Dark Gems instead?
Ooh, close one. Yeah, do that.
To destroy Dark Gems, you should use your home dive.
Just trying to figure out which one's X here. Oh, it's just the X button. My X button's bad. Okay, fair enough. So, those big gems are the dark gems, and they're the ones that count the most. The little ones only give you ordinary gems. Oops, daisies. Now, I will give kudos here. Oh, before we go this way, actually, I just want to go back if I can. If the door's locked behind me. Which is the point? Yeah. So that platform there would allow us to come in, but we can't get out. So we've got to go this way. Just going to turn the sound down a bit actually, because I do love the music, but yeah, there's a lot there to listen to. So Hunter's there, but I don't quite want to talk to him just yet. I just want to have a look around and gather some more gems. Now the thing about gems is like we've got well over like 1,000 by now, haven't we? Because we've just spent 500 on the lockpick, and we're now at 649. The thing is that gems in this game don't matter anywhere near as much as they used to. They are currency, and while they were currency in previous games, Spyro 2 and 3 in particular, or I guess like Spyro 1 if you're like talking about the balloonists and access to other levels, but they weren't entirely necessary. Oh yes, we also have first person controls as well, which I need to change in the settings. First person is reversed. There we are. So yeah, I think that's better. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm just trying to remember the controls. Yeah, so currency doesn't really have... So they can be stunned with the charge, but they cannot be killed. More on stunning later with the lightning breath. Also as well, the enemies are considerably more responsive than they used to be. Can I make it over there, I wonder? Yes, I can. Yeah, so gems are only really used as currency in this game for money bag shop. They don't really have any other sort of place in the game, I want to say. dragon eggs. They're valuable, but they're only really used for like unlockables, like skins. So you could play as Ember, and I think Blaze was another character as well. So I'm just trying to remember the controls. Okay. So there we've used the Horn Dive, which is basically like... Oh dear. I've just used a firebomb and I completely missed. Oh, hang on, no, I actually hit something. Somehow. Now, if I remember correctly... Yep, there we go. So stones like that can be bashed in. To release gems. So you can break off the armor with the charge, and then you can destroy them with the flame breath. Sorry, trying to figure that still. I do apologise. And we come back full circle. That's one of the great things about Enter the Hero's Tale, rather, that the game is very good at sort of getting you back to the place before. All the levels tie together quite nicely,
Nice one, Spyro.
even if it is sometimes difficult to navigate them.
Keep it safe. Somebody might be looking for that. Oh, now allow me to get the door.
Hunter's design is fairly faithful, you know, if HDFI'd. Attacks are a bit too premature as well. The lockpick, so we have to find another store. Which we will eventually. So this door isn't going to open just yet. It will later. I think those chests remain destroyed throughout the life of the game, but the others, they come back.
Spyro, this is an activation pad for my latest invention, the bomb gadget. Of course, to operate it, you need to collect 8 power stars.
Power stars? Never even heard of those.
Oh. Then how about red coins? No? Heart pieces? Gold tokens? I'm at a loss, Spyro. What exactly do you need to collect?
I don't know. Light gems?
Fine. You need 8 light gems. Anyway, off you go. I'll open the door to the nursery for you.
It's probably a fire hazard just leaving it locked like that, but still.
Approach the pad, and the bomb gadget will automatically activate.
So you're standing there, it puts you in a ball, you navigate the hub.
Stop, please! Stop right there!
Hey, what's going on here?
It's those thieves again. They've just stolen the last of my dragon eggs.
Dragon eggs? Oh, yeah, I found one of those. Maybe I can find all the dragon eggs for you. You know, I'm gonna be out saving the world anyway.
Well, at my last count, there were 80 of them. 10 eggs to a set. If you can find whole sets, I'm sure you'll be rewarded.
And there is one of the light gems. So the light gems are essentially like the orbs. They are required to unlock certain parts of the level. So first of all, we need to buy a lockpick. Oh, we need to buy another lockpick. I have to say, Spyro's glide, like his double jump, really gives you a lot of leap. Now that's only one of them that I need. I need 2 keys. I'm trying to remember where the other one was. So I'm just gonna go back and double check. As far as I'm aware, enemies respawn as well. Yeah, that was it. And then I need to buy another lockpick after that, just in reserve. That's another egg. So that one was different to the one we had before, which was like a pink egg. I don't know when we get like the sort of atlas or the guidebook or anything like that yet. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Yeah, it must be an item given out later, or you buy the maps. I don't know.
Ah, there you are, my favorite wallet.
So as you can see, it is getting quite expensive. So I'm going to go to the unexplored area. I've also bought a gem booster so we get double the value of the gems that we pick up. There we go. Sometimes though, they're not always worth it. You need to sort of find a store that has like a good gem density. Because otherwise you're just paying like 1,000 gold, 1,000 gems for like very little value at the end. We'll see to Sergeant Bird there. So Sergeant Bird may not be familiar to some viewers because I haven't done the Spyro Year of the Dragon a bit of yet. Oops, the daisies. And that little sound right there is another gem. I do like the sort of very congratulatory sound of the light gems. It's so satisfying to get one in this game. It really is. I do appreciate that down there was a basket. So we've now lost the gem multiplier, but that's okay because I think we've made a profit. So that was quite worth it. So it's a bit risk reward. Right, that's right. I was about to say, but it's okay. Right, so this is like the equivalent of the speedway.
Only birds and Air Force pilots can get up there, and I happen to be both of those things. Right. Shall I take on this flying challenge?
I'm trying to remember who did the voice of Sergeant Bird. Because there's lots of celebrity voices in this. Like you've got Gary Oldman, I think, doing the voice of Red. Or was that in like Legends of Spyro? I can't remember. Okay. Let's see how this goes anyway. Oh, hello. Yeah, so you can pick up other things throughout the maps as well. Like fuel for your thrusters, or you can I think you can get like certain rocket power-ups as well. Excuse me, power-ups as well. Power-ups are from Conker, from Conker's Bad Fur Day with the vampire bat. Yeah, as you can tell, Sergeant Bird's not very good on land, as he has a bit of a habit of waddling rather. I do apologise for my speech impediment. You have to. I only realised it was because like Paul Harrell, there's sort of speech impediments and such that I thought, yeah, maybe I actually do have a speech impediment. Holy shit. Yeah. So there you go. So you do that, and you get a light gem, and you get the gems as well. Having 3 different kinds of gem is a bit confusing. I can appreciate that, especially when 2 of them are main collectibles.
Well, here you go, Spyro. All I got you was this ridiculous dragon egg.
Oh, not a light gem, a dragon egg.
I can give it another go and see if I can win you something decent. Like a light gem, for example.
So, of course I remember now, yes. So, a lot of these challenges have 2 modes. One the dragon egg, which is easier, and then you have the light gem challenge, which is much more difficult, as you can see. Yeah, Hero's Tale does not really dick around with its challenge design at all. And I'm not really here for the gems, I am actually here to try and make sure I get the light gem. Everything else is secondary. I can appreciate wholeheartedly that this might be a bit too challenging for some players, like even myself included. I used to really struggle with this. But one also has to say as well that, like, it is interesting how they changed up. They added replay value to, you know, a major component of the game. Like, Spyro without the flights kind of defeats the point of being a dragon in the first place, you know? You can't fly, why have wings, you know? Spyro the Wormling would be a very different game. I need to find the last dude. Without thrusters, this is going to be a bit slow going. Let's open these rampants, maybe. Ah, down. Got the one in the tower, okay. Ah, maybe he was up there then, that's the one I missed. Perhaps. Just one last sweep around here and then I'm gonna go out. Okay, buy myself some time. Gotta choose. I know I mentioned earlier, like, replay value. Like, it's often a question like what's a good way to increase replay value of something? You know how you increase replay value of something? Make it good. That's it. Spyro the Dragon is my most replayed of the 3 games, of the 3 mainline Spyro games, because it doesn't have mini games that are, you know, it doesn't have like time-consuming mini games. It doesn't have lots of different characters. It doesn't have lots of different ideas and innovations on it. It's just a platform game. It's a very good platform game, but that's all it is. Most things that developers do try and increase replay value are not worth it. Like I'm not impressed when someone tells me that their game has multiple endings. That just tells me that the developer simply does not have enough respect for their artistic vision to see one ending through and only one ending. Like, giving players choice? No, don't care for it. Tell me tell me the story you want to tell. If you don't have any confidence in your story, why should I have any confidence in your ability to tell it? Yeah? Find the others. I don't think this run's going to be as successful, to be honest. Implying that any of the others were successful. It's always going to miss something as well, isn't it? Right, for the time being, let's get this one. That's the one that is going to divert a lot of attention. So, yeah, it's like, no, just do one thing and do it well, you know? I don't need multiple endings. It's like Enter the Dragonfly, you know, we saw with the multiple boss fights there. Oh, okay, that didn't register apparently. Waste my fucking time. That was the one. Or one of the ones that were missing anyway. Vulture, failing that. Hit him with that. Of course it's this one, isn't it? Did I get them both in the towers? Got him. There we go. The render distance, or lack thereof, really didn't help there. Not one jot. But yeah, like with Enter the Dragonfly, it's like, there doesn't need to be as many phases to that boss fight. It doesn't have to be as long, and you could have just had a one, regardless of wherever you get in the game. And cutscenes. You could have just had a single cutscene.
I can go back at any time and practice just for fun.
No, I don't want to play for fun, thank you. I do want to play for fun, but that ain't it. So, we need to move on now. But where do we move on to? Let's try here. Oh dear. Yeah, those Norklets, whatever they are, they can be quite tough. They, I think, have hit scan weapons. Yeah, it's like, they do not miss. they do not miss at all. You've got to take them out before they do damage to you.
Spyro, you found the secret entrance to my lab. Well, I'm busy right now, so let me show you the not-so-secret exit.
So, that's essentially like the first bit of the game done. Oh, this is one of the major teleporters as well. That takes you to the different hub worlds. Can't go in there yet. I need to destroy all 10 dark gems within this area. Fire effects are pretty good. I prefer them on PS2, where again the particle effects could be better. They're really nice there. Really nice smooth fire effects. Let me check. Do I need to buy anything more?
Feel free to browse my fine wares, Spyro, and spend, spend, spend.
Just upgrade the firebomb capacity. So I'm trying to think of where there is to go now. So we must have to therefore go to orbit. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another multiplier. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure that I haven't killed too many enemies, so I can get the maximum amount of gems.
Ah, there you are.
Now I hope that my plan works. Oh, 8 light gems. Oh, damn. What was the daisies, gang? I think I've just wasted 1,000 gems. Nope, no containers are respawning. I need to find some enemies if possible. Am I going to find them down this way? No, because it's where the Elder is. Ah, no, I've just bought a gem multiplier for no reason. Ah, dear. How very helpful of the game to save my progress. I've just spent that amount of gems. Although, if I go through here and destroy the dark gem, I can make some progress. Destroy the dark gem. That's 3 dark gems. So I need to destroy another 7. I don't know why that ledge is there, because you can't get over there until you destroy the dark gem. And now I'm going to need to buy of course all the gems are down this way, aren't they? Oh, another thing as well is that the prices are marked up the further away you go from one of Moneybag's main shops. So if you go to one of the teleportation pads, they're up by about, I think about 15%, I think it is. So here we have a moving platform. A much more clever way of loading screens seamlessly from one area to another. Because while this game is full of corridors, it is at least a bit more subtle about it, and does a lot more with them. So already we're in Crocodile Swamp. Where everything wants to kill you. So just supercharge there.
Hello, Spyro. This is a remote shop then. You can get things here for the same price you will get in the main shop. Plus shipping, destination charge, convenience fee, and teleport taxis. Happy shopping!
So, you gotta find out. So, lockpick was 500 gems before. It is now 625.
And spend.
So if I wanted the lockpick, I'd actually have to pay more. Yeah, it's a bit more expensive, I'm afraid. So, if we want to maximise our profits, we're gonna have to hurry up. I have never bought so many of these things. I'll just say that right now. Oh shit. Oh, hello. Those spiders, by the way, are real fucking terrifying, as you will find out later. Oh, hang on, I need to pick up the gems as well. Don't want to leaving our profits behind. So when these crawl out of here, you have to bomb them, or you have to fire breathe into them. Or breathe fire into them, rather. That's another egg. So it doesn't matter if we get 10 eggs, we have to get 10 eggs of the same type. Oh, damn, I can't quite reach in there. Or do I do it like this? Nope, I can't remember. I can't remember how you destroy it exactly. Oh, hang on, where's Sparks? Oh, I see. I have to find a way to get Sparks back because he doesn't come from there anymore. There we go. Now he's back. If only just to open that up then. So I have to buy Sparks back or find him in a jar maybe or something, I'm not quite sure. So we're currently operating at a loss with our funds, I'm afraid. This requires a lot of light gems, I think it's about 40.
A supercharged gadget is a device that will allow you to charge with extra strength and speed. You'll find it useful for smashing through reinforced doors and breaking open strong chests. You'll need 40 light gems to power the gadget.
So you can tell from that amount, when you consider the fact that we have, how many? 7 at the moment, that there's going to be a lot of backtracking in this game. Now you're going to notice something here as well. There are no lives. There are no more lives in this game. This was one of the sort of, I guess, I don't want to say the first games, but it was definitely part of the group of. I can't even afford that. Great. It was definitely the group of games where. Checkpoints were sort of going out of fashion. Sorry, where lives were going out of fashion and checkpoints were coming back in. So before I do anything else, I could buy another lockpick. Because the last thing you want to do is get to a chest and realise, oh, I ain't got any lockpicks. So I've got to go all the way back. To buy a lockpick. So this is why the keychain is incredibly handy. Oh, we don't want to go that way because it's grimy. We will be going that way soon. But not right now. Oh, hello. Is there anything up there? I can't remember. Honestly, it feels like I've been playing for quite a while and I haven't. But that's okay, because I was actually going to hope to maybe play quite a bit of this today. Like, I think what I might do for like my first episodes of a bit of is I might make them quite long. So I can sort of like give people the most of an impression as I can. As full an impression as I can. Or is that unlimited time door? I'm not sure.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
Ah, I see now. I think it's like a double door. There we go. That's the second switch hit, and we can get in. Nice. So I'll get those gems in there. I don't think gems expire unlike other collectibles around the time. Yeah, so checkpoints were sort of like coming back into, starting to make their way into the games with lives being phased out. This was around the time when, like, video games were truly being appreciated as being, like, consoles were being appreciated truly as their own thing, rather than just extensions of the arcade, which is what they used to be. 3D games had sort of moved away from this on the sort of PlayStation. But not all of them had. So this we'll be coming around to later. But you may even recognise what those are. Oh, so that's fantastic. Planning to go back and buy yet another lockpick because I don't want to keep going, because like backtracking in this game can be really painful. It's like you're wandering around looking for where to go next. Oh damn, charged. Good job there's no lives. So yeah, the checkpoints are really generous as well.
Go ahead, Spyro. If you've got money to spend, I am here
Feel
to
free to
relieve you of the burden.
Oh damn. Those things are painfully accurate.
If you've got money to spend, I am here to relieve you of the burden.
If there's one thing I don't really like about this game, it's how the enemies sort of spawn into things, and I think it's to cut down on processing power. But even so, like, I don't have to like that, you know? So I get the reasons, I just don't like the design of it. Yeah. Because, like, it makes, like, in Dark Souls 2, like Skull of the First Sin, or it's Dark Souls 2 in general, one of the biggest complaints is spam bushes, where you just get ambushed by loads of enemies, and the game really is like designed for like single target stuff at most. If you are going to attack enemies, it's usually like in a straight line, like the Great Lands or something like that. So having enemies just like come out and leap at you, like you're having to stop every 5 seconds to make sure that you don't get hit by an enemy, it kind of gets aggravating after a while. Those vines in the water, especially, really bad.
Feel free to browse.
Now, I did say I wanted the key ring. Bit of a side tangent. Who remembers the key ring from World of Warcraft? Yeah, removing Catalysm 4.3, I believe. Oh darn. Oh well. I actually haven't lost any progress. Can't charge him? Okay. I think this one's just bite, I'm not sure. Red bluff, the other ones. Yeah, so... I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, keyring. So, I would like to save up for the keyring, but the problem is, it's too expensive. Like, I just simply come across too many chests. And, like, the lockpicks are, I will say this much, they are a really good gold sink or money sink in the game. A gem sink in this instance. Because it's very easy to, like, in Spyro 1, 2, and 3, it was very easy to just, like, hoard up your gems. It was quite hard to not hoard up your gems. Now notice this blue rock here, a bit different to all the others, right? I'll go ahead and hit that. The secret area is revealed. Yeah. Testing your gaming instincts. And they are correct. Problem is I ended up just slamming every rock in here just to see if, or stone in here to see if they did anything. I think that was like the only secret. That one there was a frequent one. Let's just change it now. Yeah, so inflation was a big thing in like the previous games, where it's like, oh, I just have too many gems to actually do anything with. Like, moneybags cannot challenge me because, or impede my progress because I have too much money. You know, I'm too rich for the game to actually do anything. You know. Ah, no. Timed that badly. Yeah, you touch a level hazard and you go in straight away. So I think before I progress any further this way, I do actually want to see the Elder. Because we are going to come up to a bit that may be somewhat aggravating. So yeah, so like A Hero's Tale does a really good job of like managing the amount of money that you get. At least I think the Elder's this way. You got to see the different Elders for the different abilities and such, and more on that later. Bats are a pain in the ass to get fodder from them, it's butterflies from, rather. Oh dear. I'm gonna go down there, because that, oops, the daisies, as demonstrated, is not. Do not want to go down that way. So I'm gonna go back. I'll just walk around the level hazards. Didn't quite get that myself, to be honest. Like that's what Crash Bandicoot did consistently well. They knew how to make level hazards and keep them threatening at all times. Like the density of the levels is incredible. There wasn't really stuff you could just walk around. They made sure that you engaged with the game and all the ways into this. So as I was saying, if you look down there, look, I don't want to go down that way. So we have to glide across. Sorry, I keep forgetting the controls. I need to start a new drinking game. Every time I apologise, I'm going to have to do this. Maybe for the final episode. I always did like the animation for that. And the speed of which the ball would fire as well. Yeah. So gotta fly all that way now. Can't afford the gem booster. I do like that Spyro has a no, I'm not gonna try it. There's a proper way to get there, but it ain't that way.
Go ahead, Spyro, if you've got money.
Oh, okay. Just takes you without. Ah, I see. So those eat you. Okay, instantly kill you. That's good to know. See, the Elder wasn't that way. But at least we got a light gem. We now have 10 light gems.
Go ahead, Spyro, if you've got money to spend, I am here to relieve you of
To use the bubble thing. No, ball gadget. But we've got a bit more we can do here. See, this is the sort of design that Croc needed. Because I've said many times that I'm not a big fan of Croc. It has great music, I use it a lot in my D&D session recap videos. But the games themselves aren't really a lot great, and yeah, Croc 2 only slightly improved on things. We'll get around to that gurgling sound soon enough. Right now I need to see Dragon Elders up this way.
Spyro, over
I actually wasn't sure if there was anything in there. I couldn't remember.
Feel free.
Okay, well I can't afford an event, so at least anything worthwhile for the time being. Everything reminds me of her.
Go ahead, Spyro. If you've got money to spend,
Spyro, darling, you'll need to learn as much as you can to help you in your quest to find Red. I don't know anything about Red. The professor said he was someone from the past. Who is he and what did he do? Oh, such a story. How much time do you have, sweetheart? Red was part of the Order of Dragon Elders until his jealousy and hunger for power led him to try and overthrow our leader. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you, Spyro. Confidence, you know. But before you leave, I will teach you how to pole spin. Now, to pole spin, jump onto the pole. To swing over to the next pole or dismount, just jump. You can change direction on a pole simply by turning in the opposite direction.
I'm sure a very camp dragon teaching us how to pole spin is totally innocent. Not like I'm complaining, to be honest. Like Elder Magnus is like one of my favourites. Yeah, it was a unique ability for Spyro that I think was actually. It might have been in the Game Boy Advance games. I'm not sure. Like, if it was, it played a very minor role in it. Like, maybe Spyro Fusion. There are going to be parts of this game that get very frustrating with the whole pole spin thing. Because you've got moving poles to deal with. That is when I'm going to have to rely on the save states. Because that is going to really take the piss. Let's just get back up there and see if I can figure out how to get that egg. Ah, just break through. Break on through to the other side. Lockpicks, so I don't need to buy anything just yet. Yeah, lockpicks are really like the most useful sort of thing you can buy in the shop. Because they contain the light gems that you're sort of going to need. I mean, like, they've got the eggs as well, which, you know, aren't really necessary to complete in the game. But light gems and dark gems absolutely are. I really must. I don't think enough praise may be given to this. I don't know because I don't really consume a lot of media about it, but the levels really do tie well together. There are frustrations about navigating them, absolutely. Like, trying to find out where abouts on the map I need to go can get really frustrating. But slide over there. Oh, it's okay, I can spin. We will get to this person eventually. At least Moneybags isn't selling them off in the slave trade, so that's something of an improvement. Okay, we can't go that way yet. Okay. So, I guess we gotta free them.
Thanks for rescuing me, Spyro. My name's Blink. Blink the Mole.
A mole, huh? Do you know the professor?
What? You think 'cause I'm a mole, I must know every other mole in the world? I'm just kidding ya. The professor's my uncle. He built me these gloves to give me special abilities on exploring underground. Yep, I bet I'd make a great sidekick. If it weren't for my fresh aerophobia.
Fresh aerophobia?
That's right. I actually have a fear of not being trapped deep underground. I know. It's kind of weird. So, how about I dig a hole and do some exploring?
So this is where we play as Blink the Mole, one of the new characters that was added. I think sort of like to replace Bentley, in a way. And he can also destroy these boxes that we found from gems. So his goal is to destroy the 5 dark gems here, as well as all the beasties within. Well, he doesn't have to destroy the beasties within, but he can. These levels are very frustrating at times, requiring a lot of patience. So if you get to your max power, you slow down. So I can use infrared to, or heat-seeking goggles rather. And I can also find places where gems might be as well. But for that I need bombs. Ah, sorry, I don't need bombs, I can claw my way down. Well, not right. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. I think I do need bombs eventually. Yeah, so I can dig through that and make it to the other side. So they're on a timer. There we go, like so. Punch ability is very rarely worth it. You're better off with the laser attack. And to destroy the dark gems as well, you need bombs. Ah, that was it. Yeah, you needed the bombs to destroy the nests. But we don't want to do that. Thank you, though, Trina. Because we want to go down here. I'm just curious, would a bundle of sticks release any gems? Nope. Maybe we can zoom in and out as well. This is all just for the Dragon Egg, by the way. This is not for the Light Gem. The other thing we actually need. And it's a shame you can't really sort of alternate between the two, but I get why they've done it to make sure that you commit to it. Don't have to like it, but I do appreciate it all the same. Right, before I go up that way, let's check this way. Blink can also grab onto surfaces like so. I don't believe it takes damage for his own bombs, but he's not back. And he also does take damage. No gems up there worth going for, so go back down this way. Now I've got to figure out where to go. This! Oh, damn. Okay. It's alright, got a checkpoint. Not too bad. Oh, no. Sorry, I thought I was going to start again. That's alright. Yeah, these parts get a bit frustrating because you're having to judge the jump. And Blink's jumping doesn't feel great, and like I'm not always confident in his ability to actually grab onto a ledge. Oh, so I must have thrown a bomb back to them, like so. Hey? Can I make it? No, I can't. If you wonder why the levels are sort of designed this way, it's because we gotta go back this way. And the more dark shards. So for the time being, we have to kind of work with what we've got at the moment. In fact, let's just focus on the level as it is and the gems we need. We don't need the gems, we're not that desperate. And we really do want to save time, don't we? So we can get more of the level out. So, destroy that, destroy those. There we go. Should have destroyed the crates first, really, but never mind. At least the game is not asking us to go right back to the beginning.
I found you a dragon egg, but I'd love to get out of this fresh air and look for something even better.
Again, Blink's voice reminds me of someone else.
Try again and see if I can find you a light gem.
I'll tell you a game I really want to play again. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it on the emulator because Xbox emulation doesn't really exist. It can only really run like a very bad. You can only really run the Halo Combat Evolved demo quite badly. Blinks the Time Sweeper. I would love to play Blinks the Time Sweeper. That was a really good platform game. If ever you get the chance to play it, do so. Ah, there we go. Yes, that's his burrow ability. Never mind. Right, we're going this way apparently. No, we're not. I'll go back, having a look. Yeah, Blinks the Time Sweeper was really good. A really fantastic 3D platform game. And had some pretty fun multiplayer as well. Had 2 games, and the second one as well, with the pigs as well. You can play as those. You can customize your character as well. You can have your own Time Sweeper. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah, absolutely loved it. I want to play that again. That was brilliant. Also, as well, just some advice that is likely going to be very unnecessary. It's either necessary or it isn't. Some advice that's going to be unnecessary, but perhaps helpful all the same. If you do decide to play Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 again, do not get the Xbox version. The Xbox version requires the Hunters license, which you can't make without an Xbox Live account, and you can't do that on the original Xbox anymore because it doesn't exist. Now the GameCube version, however, does work. You can make a Hunter's license without the online requirement, so it's not all bad. Today, so I forgot to. Ah, shit. I think we've got all of the dark gems here that we can get. Let's punch, because why not? Yeah, the GameCube was quite strange in that like, it did have internet access, but like very few games supported it, and I think actually it was the lack of internet reliance that saved Final Fantasy XIV so it could be played offline. Because how many people were going to play the game online only? Yeah, compared to Xbox, where actually, yeah, people probably would, because like it was a system that was sort of made with that in mind. Oh, fantastic! Very clever though, but still. Well, not clever for me, but clever for the enemy. Oops, daisies. Nope. Yeah, that was working just fine before I aimed. Whoops, daisies. Oops. Yeah, I was just trying to see if it does the animation and actually drops the bomb, because sometimes it does the animation twice, but only drops one bomb. now I've got to be careful. Like there, when I wasn't being careful. I think it's safe to drop down this way. If so, if not, I shall make it so. Here's a really good time to have emulator save states. Oh! Okay. So sometimes Blink will just decide to let go. Because I pushed down the stick, and like he was staying on just fine, but until he decided he wasn't going to. So where's the final one, I wonder? Or is it up there? Helps to have a map. Yeah, the game actually does come with like an overworld map, but I don't know what you have to do for it. I think you have to buy it from Moneybags, but even then, it's like it doesn't uncover automatically. Like, so you buy the map from Moneybags, say, but you have to uncover it yourself. And it's that sort of two worlds map of like you can see like the black outlines of things, but you actually have to walk to the zone to discover it, to unlock the bit like the fog of war from it. The thing is that you don't know what triggers the fog of war to appear. Ah dear. It's yeah, the game is pretty messy in that regard, to be honest. Oh god, do I have to go all the way up back there? Christ. I appreciate that this isn't very fun to watch. Like, even if like you prefer the Blink sort of stuff to Spyro himself, which I can actually understand, to be honest, it is fairly competent, you know. You know, they've given it a fair shake and it has worked. I must actually look up the development history of this game, because they have done a really good job with it. But I think I know where I missed it. I think it was along the shimmy, along the top. I think halfway through the level. I think it was... I don't think it was down that way, but I think it was along a path like this. Okay. Oh, Discord's going off. So, where is it, I wonder? It's probably been right in front of me for a while now. Yeah, I will say that actually, like, Spyro Heroes Tale, like, for all the complaints I may have had about, like playing as different other characters and whatnot, this game actually does them best. Like, playing as Hunter is really, really good. Yeah, you actually get to play as Hunter, and like sort of go on like platforming archery missions. It's so satisfying as well. That I have no complaints about Hunter's abilities whatsoever that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't like Blink's levels, but I appreciate why others may do. And yeah, it's like, I think it's really just because they actually just stick to the platforming. They don't try to do anything but platforming with it. I think there are, if I recall, like tank levels that like you have a lot of turret missions in this game. You really do. But it's all the stuff that Spyro was doing before, which is just platforming. It's bipedal platforming as opposed to, quadruped platforming. And there is a difference, and like the devs have been good to actually stick to it. Was it? Yeah, this is where I was thinking of. Okay, here we go. Work. Never mind. There we go. It doesn't feel that long. It feels a lot longer than that. 11 minutes to that. Oh, Christ. Yeah, like all of this stuff is good stuff to have in the game. I just don't like some parts of it, like the Blink missions. I don't like being underground and that sort of thing.
But any excuse to go underground is fine by me.
Nah, thank you. I think I went up this way. Yeah, this is the scary part here. Reminds me of Plague Lands in World of Warcraft. You may have been wondering about like the bombs, which I don't have any, so I can't really demonstrate. So it was a bit of a bad time to bring them up. But they don't really do a whole lot. Like they're nice to have. They're not entirely necessary. For the game, or for you to have. It was just another idea that kind of just didn't really go anywhere.
No thank you, stranger. Whatever you're selling, I ain't a-buying. But if you're having trouble with the old sinking stuff, I'll wake up one of those giant lilies for you. Now maybe you can help me out. These dang swamp critters keep running off with my food. I ain't eating. Hurting there a week now.
Well, I'd love to give you a hand, but
there's a reward in it for you if you can run these foul critters here off my land. I got these old war cannons you can use. I'd do it myself, but the smell of gunpowder makes me...
So here we have another game. So I appreciate that this sound is going to get very annoying very quickly. Because I could just do this all day. But it gets in the way of the music. which is actually really good. So the green bar is the amount of critters we've killed. The amount of the red bar is the amount of progress the critters have made. So the supplies on the ground. Now, again, this might seem quite easy, and you know maybe taking a bit too long, which I can wholeheartedly appreciate. So, they're only allowed to get like 3 supplies, something like that, and I managed to keep all 7. Great. So, the thing is, that's only just for the dragon egg. For the light gem, it's going to be harder.
Nice shooting, Dragon Purple. Here's a reward I promised you, a dragon egg. I would have had it myself, but the dang shell on this thing's hard as a rock. Hey, why don't you try her again? See if you might win your light gem.
So now you got to deal with both kinds of critter on the land and the ground. So yeah, the thing is, the reason why I don't necessarily mind these turret levels right now, at least, is because they do control well. And there's no dire frame skipping. There's no like waiting for the projectile to reach its target miles away. There's really none of the bad stuff that exists in the games, in the games for it really is like End of the Dragonfly that I have the most problem with.
You saved my victuals. Take this here light gem for your trouble. Hey, I ain't got nothing more to give you, but if you're having fun, you can go again. I mean, if that's what you really want.
Oh, thank you. Fun fact, you mentioned victuals there. In the Second World War, there was an operation called Operation Little Victuals, which was where I think it was like American soldiers were dropping chocolates and candy for German children, I think, as a means of sort of like getting them on their side. And that's where the term "chocks away" come from. It isn't really, but I thought it was fun. I wish I'd told that joke in history class. I learned of that. But yes, life is full of so many regrets. My ADHD is going haywire at the moment because I really want to check Discord, but I know I shouldn't. I should focus on the game. No, I need to go this way because there was something I wanted. So one of the things about Enter the Dragonfly, about A Hero's Tale is you have to be thorough. Excuse me. You really cannot take any half measures whatsoever when it comes to exploring the levels. You have to go to every single part of the level. There is no part of the level that isn't worth something to you, that hasn't got some value. In fact, let me just quickly...
Spyro, if you've got money to
Feel
spend,
free to browse my fine wares, Spyro, and spend.
Go ahead, Spyro. If you've got money to spend, I am here to relieve you of the burden.
The thing is like navigating it, like trying to remember, like, is this a way that I need to go? Is this a way I can go? Is there something this way? Is there something that way? It can get a bit frustrating to try and remember all the different places you need to go, have been, haven't been, or need to go later. Again, it really helps to have a map, which I don't have at the moment.
Spyro, if you've got money to spend, I am here to relieve you of the burden.
Shit, I got no way. I've just wasted. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. I've just wasted my gems. Get that multiplier. Because there's no enemies around this way, is there? Roll down that way, where the platforms are just starting to disappear. Which I should have gone earlier. Even so, when I got my gems back, so... Ah dear, bit of a waste. But, never mind, eh? Worth a try. Do I have to really watch that every time? Especially when there's nothing there. Yeah, so you have to backtrack. Like, every part of the level is used. Every single part is used, and it's good.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
Ah, there you are, my favorite wallet.
There we go. So this is like the map. So we need to go back to the Dragon Village to use the ball. Power up. I think the teleport is actually free at Moneybag's shop. Back at the Dragon Village. So we need... I need to find the ball power up. Right. Before I do that, I'm now going to buy the gem multiplier. I'm determined to get the most value for money. And if it doesn't work out...
Feel free to browse my fine wares.
And spend, spend, spend! I do like Moneybag's voice acting, but I like a lot of the voice acting in this game. It is really good.
Alright, Spyro, this ball gadget is ready to roll. Did you hear that? I just made a joke. Okay, Spyro, just step onto the pad and activate it, and the ball gadget will materialize.
Yep. Sooner in there, so I can multiply my gems, at least I hope so anyway. Yes I can, great. So this is the ball gadget, which, observe, actually controls pretty decently. See, look at that, very responsive. This is what I mean about maximising my gems. Also boost as well. You can come to a dead halt as well if you so wish. My darling Larissa once mentioned about Hercules game, and of course fighting things like these. So training dummies. And I remember them all too well. Unfortunately. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of like the Hercules game on PS1. Mostly because I played on PC, to be honest. Yeah, I played the PC version with the joystick, and this was back before controllers were sort of like not regulated, but like. Hold on. Yes, I'll tell you which one. Look. Is there anything over this way? I thought there was. Oops, no. I want to go. So this takes me to another area. So yeah, I played it on PC, and like this was like before like the Xbox controller was like the one to use or whatever, or like the designs were sort of the same, and we sort of know what we wanted from our controllers. Yeah. So this is a completely new area. Sorry, my nose. I'm going to sneeze. If I do forgive me. Let's go through here. Grab all the goodies within. I do like the heat radiating from that. Yeah, and by the way, all of this is required to face the first boss. The first of many bosses. No, not many bosses really. I think there's about 3 or 4, so the usual amount. This is another major teleporter as well. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's the ball gadget. So we just come back in a circle. I do apologise. Yeah, so like you've got the ball gadget that can sort of like take you to different places, and then you've got the like the main teleporter. But that takes you to like different hub worlds, because this is like all still part of like Nasty Nox sort of home. I sort of don't like Nasty Nox being like trivialized as this one, as like the first boss, but hey, it's fan service. You know, cheap fan service, I'll give you that much, but fan service all the time. Oh, the bats are harmful here. Great. I will destroy those one. I won't go. And that is another major area. Not a major area. Very minor area revealed with a lot of fanfare, I should say. Lots and lots of trigger. Don't need a gem multiplier for this, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, beautiful backgrounds as well. This was like one of my favourite little corners of the game. So far I haven't really noticed any differences in terms of like graphical fidelity and such with like the GameCube versus the PS2 version. I don't think I ever played the Xbox version, which I'm sure would have been very nice, but in fact, yeah, like the graphics are a bit nicer and fluffier on the PS2 version.
My favorite wallet.
Nope, nothing useful just yet. Oh, can't charge. Sorry about that. I think that's actually the only time you'll ever see that enemy there. A gentleman with a crook there. There isn't a lot of swimming in this game. I think there's like some, but it's not a great amount. So there's like a beach level as well. Yeah, you've got like a world dedicated to like sort of beaches and swimming. It's not really that prominent. Ah, I see, so I've got to be able to destroy that door before I use the lift, which will go down in a few seconds. So... Yep, it's gone back down, so I need to... Oh no, it hasn't. Let's give it a go then. So I think actually, yeah, like these baskets and such and the chests, they do respawn, but not until you restart the game or until you go to another level. I used to have to go farming for gems if I wanted things, because I would just spend them all on like bombs and other such crap that you don't really need, because you can find those out in the world, or on certain enemies and such, when they respawn. So it's sort of very easy to like fall into a trap of like what's good to spend money on and what's pretty rubbish. Yeah, you can spend your gems on a lot of like valueless crap, really. I believe we're coming up to a bit that's rather frustrating, I'm not sure. Yeah, I would really like to face off with Nasty Nork anytime soon. I'm genuinely surprised we haven't done it yet, but no, it does take a fair while to actually get to that point. What's up there? So it's a glide, okay, fair enough. Oh, come on. Fuck me, Spyro. That may or may not be the first time I've said that, unironically. Moving on. I'd be genuinely surprised if anyone was paying attention at this point. Because I really don't think it's like a game that's particularly interesting to watch. It's like, it's sort of like, if you wanted to watch someone play this, like they'd have to have an interesting commentary, which I don't really have. You know, I just mutter. Oh, come on. Yeah, I just mutter, really. Well, at least he's dead, so that's good. I think I might finish this about 2:30. I've got D&D tonight. We are coming up to the end of the Lost Mine of Phandelver adventure, which is from the starter set, the first starter set of 5th edition. Which is unfortunately going to be replaced soon. It's going to be replaced by another one, like Dragons of Thunder Isle. Which I get, you know, it's sort of like a victim of its name, isn't it, D&D? Because like you want dungeons and you want dragons, but the dragons have to be weak, and the DMs aren't really given tips on how to actually roleplay dragons. Like, if it weren't for things like Lord of the Rings, or rather The Hobbit and Smaug, then yeah, people probably wouldn't roleplay them very well. Because otherwise they just play like Skyrim, where they just stay up in the air. Where they actually come down to land. Well, why would they do that? They've got a breath weapon. They could just stay out of the range of spellcasters and, you know, archers. And if you ain't got an archer, then what the fuck are you doing, you know? Ain't got a longbow? Run away. But who's giving that advice, you know? Yeah. Now, we do actually need to take out these vultures, which are a bit of a pain to hit sometimes. Because if we don't hit these vultures, they're going to come down, they're going to bomb us, and if they bomb us... I don't remember it being that specific on that PS2. Doesn't matter. If they come down and bomb us, they're going to knock us off these platforms, you see, so... As you can see in this universe, we are... we are not friends with the breeze builders. Peace talks have failed. Very clever place for a dragon egg as well. Nothing down there but darkness. And the sound of lost lives. I'm sorry, no, alright. So this is a secret area. We need 70 light gems. I think there's about 140 in the game or something like that. I can't quite remember how many there were. But yeah, like going through that door, like, or at least unlocking it, was actually quite satisfying. Until I realised actually it wasn't really worth it, from what I remember. Ah, this is an area that's a pain in the ass because it's very hard to remember where you actually need to be and go. So I think, as it's my understanding, that water was too shallow. So you have to swim down there. Ah yes, to get across there. There we go. Panel, for some reason it's really blurry. That never happened before. Which is a bit bad, and you kind of need to... Maybe it's just a one-off glitch. Oh, that's... I don't remember that happening on the PS2 version. Like, I can understand a bit of blurriness underwater, but... Yeah, that was... huh. Yeah, I just hope there's nowhere else under here that I need to be. PC's not running too hot, that's good. So that's 9 dark gems. We're almost ready to face off with Nasty North. We just need to gather a few more things. I am tempted to do a cock block at the end of this and just say, you know what, guys, we're doing Nasty North until the end of in the next session. You want to see that fight? You got to tune in. I mean, to be honest, we've been playing for nearly 2 hours now, so yeah, I think it's fair. But I don't mind playing a bit longer. Like, I don't know when I'm next going to record, you see. I mean, I know it'll be in the near future. I just want to make sure that I've got like a nice, big, satisfying, chunky video out for because I've got 2 session recaps to do. I've got another game on the go as well. Or I will have. I don't remember this part. Now I remember this part. Yeah, this is what. Oh damn, the sea levels reminded me before. Oh goody. Yeah, we're gonna have a real good time trying to navigate us way down here. Oh, stun locked. That's just great. I forgot there's piranhas in there, so you can't actually go in the water. You have to navigate. Yeah, there are like Spyro games where like you can navigate past the piranhas, but it's not advisable. That's 18 light gems. yeah, I do not like the stun locking. I really don't like the stun locking. Like, one game with that sort of shit was enough. I do not need another one with it. So we need to find another Elder to learn how to wall kick, because like Blink knows how to wall kick, but Spyro doesn't. And that is a key distinction there. I gotta be careful. This guy. I should have gone to the checkpoint first. Should have gone to the checkpoint because I could have avoided a lot of grief there. That's okay. Or we can just glide over. And there's Hunter.
Hey, Spyro, it's good to see you again. See this cave behind me? Well, it looks like you're not gonna fit through there. Don't you wish you were me?
Hunter looks already just like disheartened there. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to pause the recording there because we've been playing for nearly 2 hours. We'll continue on quite a high note with Hunter, and then we'll hopefully make Nest and Orc in the next part, and then proceed to do some more stuff. I may be playing Buffy before then. My partner may be sending me some information to help me with it to begin with, because it's a sort of fighting game which I'm not overly big on, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so far I've really enjoyed this game. I hope to complete it to 100% completion. I doubt I will very much, but I would like to see how this goes on the same. So thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. It's ta for now, and yeah, I can't wait to play the next part of this. See you later. It's ta for now.